Good afternoon. You know, it's grey and blowing a hoolie up in East Lothian, and down in the borders, the Scottish borders, it's actually quite pleasant. The sun is out, sort of. It's not windy in the least, and things are calm. They weren't calm. I've literally just arrived. I've got some young people with me. Haven't been inside yet. That could be a disaster. Don't see any more trees down, which is good, but I've not been anywhere on the grounds except around the house. That's a new slate. So yeah, so what we're going to try and do today is we're going to go up into the room that had the roof beams that came in. I've got the middle group, a couple of whom are quite tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get those beams back up. So there you go, the chat and the bus on the way down the road this Sunday was breakfast cereals. Apparently they're boring, but they eat them anyway because it's efficient, is what they said. Oh, that's full. What's going on in there, is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's full.
Yeah, this one always fills up, that one tends not to. I think there must be a leak.
I think there's more leaks in here. Probably.
So just unhook this. I redid this when these beams came down. Just hike it down the bog. Just scoop it out until you can pick it up. You don't need to like put your whole hand in there, you can like... So we can get a bit of wood along here to strengthen this part of the ceiling, and we can get these cross members back up. Push.
It's like it's kind of going through the hand on like the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hold the drill and just like push with the drill with one hand to get the screw started off. When it's making that noise, the teeth of the drill bit are not. Well, come down just now, come down. And you need to make sure that the drill, the bit, and the screw are all in a straight line. If you try and do this, that's that noise.
Yeah.
You'll ruin I don't know what that's called, the star shape. It all like wears away. That'll do. It's very dark down here. Just apologise for that. For the YouTube viewers who expect quality content. You had a good week?
Had a good week, yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah. What school are you in exams just now?
I was just at prelims.
Yeah, they finished now.
Yeah, they're all finished.
How do you think you did?
Good on everything but maths.
What was the maths was the toughest?
Yeah, maths.
Is that like, what is it? What are you doing? Not hires, what are they called now?
hires.
Is that like algebra and like analysis and calculus and all that?
Aye, calculus, aye. Mostly calculus.
And stuff.
Can you put it flat so I can try and straighten up?
So we're going to put you in all the way down. All the way down. Right. Don't be underneath this, okay? Be to one side of it. I'll need to have a think about how we can screw that in there, because that bit of wood is not going to hold it.
No.
Go up. And then we're going to go like this.
It's because that's like opposite to the...
Yeah, I think that might be right. Thomas, could you come towards over here?
Yeah.
I thought it would be, it's too heavy is the problem. I think this is too much. I think this is too much of a job. So now that we totally renovated the upstairs of the building there and we're completely finished with everything up there, it's like as good as new. It's not just made that up, that's what we're telling them. It was a failure, we didn't manage to do that. This is the pile of wood that came off these trees here. So what we need to do is process this wood. So we're building a brush wall up the side of the cut grass area there up to where the the firing point of our shooting ranges. So we just need to reduce this down, get the structural wood that we can use to build and pioneer with propped up, and we've got some propped up against the tree there already. We can tidy that up, and everything else needs to go over there into the brush wall. So that's what we're doing just now. So while they are busy clearing that pile, I would say probably half of it's gone and we've cut it down and we're processing it. Just a quick update on where we are with the lease. There is no update. Obviously the roof beams upstairs that we failed to fix today or patch or do anything with came down just before Christmas. And really that is quite a significant weakening of the structure of the building, or the roof anyway. It's not going to fall down, although now that I've said that. The problem is that we're very limited. We can only ever patch anything and make surface improvements, so the lights we've put in can come out. That's easy to do. The solar panels, which are still attached to the top of the toilet block, are fine. I can take those home. The toilets, though, the toilet block is just as bad and as leaky as it always was, and will continue to be. But with a lease we could fix that. We could fix all sorts of things. There's so much we could do ourselves, there's so much we can't do ourselves, but it all hinges on the lease. And I appreciate that ownership of this is not straightforward. So you've got Roxburgh Estates, you've got Borders Council, you've got a pre-existing lease which is still in force with the Craigveneen Outdoor Centre Trust, which is now pretty much moribund but still active and in the control of VCEL, which is the Volunteer Centre East Lothian, who have washed their hands of this and given us permission to do what we like with it down here, run what we like. And unfortunately from Borders Council, they seem very, I don't know, they don't seem keen to understand that without a lease we can't fundraise. We just can't. No one recognises the option to lease, and those that do know what an option to lease say the same thing as everyone else does. It doesn't matter, you need a lease. You need a lease before we can even accept your application. You need to have a lease for the building that you intend to do the work on. And that makes sense. That makes sense. The thing about this is that really confuses me a wee bit, and I find just a little bit, is that you take people at their word. You know, if someone's, I mean, we've created a whole new charity, open bank accounts. We've got young folk coming down every Sunday all last year. We've been doing this since before lockdown, in fact. And is that not a testament to our intent for the building? We're not gonna like sign a lease and then, I don't know, like just not do anything. I mean, that's not the point. We're all keen to be doing things with it. So I don't really understand the logic of the hesitance to award or give a full lease. So the timescales are thus. We're giving it until, we'll keep working as we've been working until the middle of the year, until August. Kids go back to school in August. And we'll be busy over August. We've got a lot of interest in the site and in the grounds to use for camping, and we intend to honour all that and hopefully do our best for them and get things organised for that. And then we're going to have, after August, a time where we're saying to the council and Roxburgh Estates and any other stakeholders that really without a lease we're going to walk away, because if there isn't a lease in place before next winter, so December, we're not going to be able to do anything to this building in the meantime. We can do some work with a lease, we can do some work ourselves to kind of like, we can get slates replaced at least, you know, not membrane down, but at least we can get the slates put back. We can at least do that, but without a lease, we're just not going to, because it costs money. So that's the plan. If by the end of 2024 we don't have a signed lease, we are moving on. I don't think it's fair for the young people to be working as hard as they are. I don't think it's fair on me and the wear and tear on my vehicle and the fuel that we're expending. The fuel alone is, yeah, I mean, that's a bill, and we've already spent thousands, not tens of thousands, thousands on bits, and we're just not getting any quid pro quo from other stakeholders. We're glow. That is an impressive brush wall. I think anyone will agree. Look at that. It's good for the wildlife, makes the place look orderly, good stuff. And we've also tidied away our big pile of wood, also good stuff. That was me just saying that I don't think any other trees have fallen down, but that's quite obvious, really. Let's go and have a look out on the road. Go and fix my flag as well, my new flag. Judging by the way that tree fell, so it fell this way. Maybe trees down on the far side of the grounds. So there's a lot of blowdown, dead wood, it's just kind of blowing down. For example, you know where that's come from. So our pond down through the trees. The ground's so soft, when it rains and the water rises, the ground just softens up in a wind. The trees just get blown over. This is really dull to talk about, but I think this is a newish, not in the last two. What was it, Isha and Jocelyn? I think it was the one before that. This came down. I think that's new as well. I mean, a lot of trees have come down in there. They've just lay down in the wetness. It just looks a lot clearer, a lot flatter. This is new. That wasn't. This is new. That's new. Dead anyway. I know that tree's going. That was only a matter of time. That one there. Remember that? That was where we had our sort of bridge. I'm going to leap here in a heroic fashion. That. Knew that would happen. Quite fast blowing. This is new. It's going to come away. All this is getting undercut. There's nothing that we can do about that, but look at this tree. That. So I'm not even sure what we would do with that. I'll just like cut it and then, I don't know. Last year we were in here with saws and we cleared all the fallen wood out, and that tree was fairly embedded. I mean, it was I would say that it was a tree that you wouldn't have thought would fall over, but obviously we've had some bad weather, rain and whatnot, and it's gone. I mean, that can't be saved. There's just nothing that we can do about that, so it's away. I mean, we've got enough trees, to be fair. Right, I'm going to have to do a leap back over without falling in the water. To be fair, it's about 2 feet. Even I can manage that. In fact, the water's not that deep. I could just like paddle across. There we go. I think, is that new? Is this new? Is this new? I don't remember that being like that. I think it is as well. Because this is... yeah, this is... So this, I think, that never used to be like that one. This one's obviously been here for a while. That wasn't there. This is snapped, this is broke. This is all new. We'll send George in on his dinghy. That might do the job. We have a mission for George in there with a saw. So we have interest from Polish scouts to come down and stay, which we're keen for them to do because it would be really good. I think they'd love it down here. It is a bit off the beaten track for them. Transport might be an issue, but we need to make all this safe before they came down. So I'm sure they would love to come down and tidy all this stuff up, and they would, because they seem like really capable and they would absolutely do that. But we have a responsibility to have a safe campsite, so we've got a bit of work to do. I'm going to sign off at that. This will be the first video we've put up for 3 or 4 weeks. Alright, but other than that, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.